Hello there, I'm Matt McCallum, and you are joining us in the Control Live Lounge, live from Autosport here at the NEC 2023, and Autosport International is back. And I'm very, very happy to be joined in the Live Lounge by Dave King from Quaife.
Hi Matt, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How
Good.
are you doing?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yes, thank you.
You
Yeah,
did?
it was hectic, but yeah, nice to have a break, and then yeah, kick-starting this year again.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's going to be a busy 2023 for Quaife.
It is. If 2022 is anything to go on, then yeah, it's going to be extremely busy.
Absolutely. So you're walking the
Yep.
show, and have you been enjoying yourself here at Autosport?
Yeah, so we thought we'd come up for the day. I'm here with Carl, our CEO. We thought we'd come up here for the day, have a look around, see what's going on, see what other members of the industry are doing. We've also met up with customers here, so future customers and new customers. So it's been really good to have a quick wander around. We've still got a little bit more to go. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Absolutely. We've been very fortunate to work with you over the last year and a bit.
Yeah.
And Quaife has grown leaps and bounds, or at least the company is very much in demand.
Yes, it is. Yes. So 2019, before COVID, was our best year ever. 2020, obviously during COVID, it did drop off. We were still shipping, we still stayed open. We were still shipping stock products, although we closed the factories. And then we saw the demand, we were still taking orders, however we weren't manufacturing. So what we found in 2021 and 2022 is that we just had a huge amount of demand for our product, and we had to fulfill those orders.
Yeah.
So 2021 was our best year ever by quite a significant amount, and then 2022 has been fantastic. So yeah, we're continuing to make more and more, which has been brilliant.
Maybe people don't realise, but Quaife has an enormous catalogue of products for different vehicles, right? Do you think that's part of the key of the success? Because there's so many different people you can help out with different projects or different vehicles.
Yeah, exactly that. So most people, when they hear Quaife Engineering, they think of the ATB. They go, "Oh, you the guys that do the diffs." However, our catalogue is much larger than that. We are essentially a big machine shop. However, what people, and people consider us to be a motorsport company, but yeah, we're a machine shop. So we do an awful lot of subcontract work for companies. So it won't be in our catalogue. However, we do machine it. Obviously, the OEM side of the business is huge. But then the other side of that is the sequential gearbox market, which is growing more and more. The historic market, the EV market. So that's the nice thing. If one side of the business does start to drop a little, then another side will generally always pick back up, and we see that. We see years where we have better diff sales, and then the next year it might be better sequential gearbox sales. So it's brilliant that we can turn our hands to any machining that's required.
So with your making products for other brands, there could be people driving Quaife products and they don't know about it. On
100%.
one hand.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So there's various different GT series out there that we machine uprights for and bits and pieces, but they haven't got a Quaife logo on it. No one would know any different. It's only, we deal with that supplier, and we do their subcontract work for them.
And I guess there's other scenarios where you have a classic car or a slightly older car where you can't actually get parts for it anymore, but you can make the parts for it.
Yeah, that's something we're finding more and more, that one of the examples is the Ford GT40. So for example, the original ZF gearbox is no longer available. Parts for it are incredibly expensive, and so people want an alternative for the ZF gearbox. So we created a 62G, which is a 5-speed synchro mesh gearbox, which is a replica of the original gearbox.
I mean, with such a vast range of products, you could argue that you actually don't need to keep developing, but you do, don't you? You don't stop.
We have to. Purely because, we see demands in various different markets. We're extremely busy. We could sit on our hands and do absolutely nothing and still, to have great turnover. But, we want to push the boundaries. We want to keep developing. There's new cars coming out, new exciting cars that we want to make product for. So, yeah, we try and be at the forefront of everything that we do.
Now, I know you've released a clip recently of some of the development you've been doing with a new product that's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of a sneak preview of what development you're doing?
Yeah, so we've been doing work. So our most popular gearbox ever, the QBE 60G, is an inline 6-speed sequential that's a replacement for sort of your standard Type 9 or 4-speed rocket gearboxes. We've sold over 2,000 of those gearboxes now. It's, in the last 10 years. It's not a new product. However, we want to take that gearbox to the next level. We want to keep developing that one product. There's no point in bringing a completely new gearbox to market because that gearbox works so well. However, we want to look at what we can do to improve it, to keep it better and better value for money to the customer, better life of the gearbox, longevity. So we've been doing a little bit of work with that. So we have our own Caterham 420R that we purchased the tail end of last year. We've been doing bits and work with that. We've also got our Mark III Focus RS, which we actually drove up here today in,
right.
Which has got a 5-speed sequential gearbox.
And that's a new product.
Yeah, that's a new product in the market. So no one's done it yet. We're the first ones to do it.
You're the guinea pigs.
We are the guinea pigs. It's been a long development on that gearbox. We're on version 3, I think, of that gearbox at the moment. But it's brilliant to be able to bring the development back in-house. Historically, way back when we did our own development. However, we started to move away from it and customers were doing our development. We work with distributors who would do the development. But now to be able to bring it back in-house, for us to have the cars on site, to be able to pull the gearboxes in and out ourselves, and if something needs changing, we can make it, we can put it on a machine, we can change it straight away, put it in the car and try it. And for that, it's been fantastic. It really has.
Absolutely, yeah. And the testing you do is pretty rigorous, isn't it? I mean, a lot of laps of Silverstone and Brands Hatch, etc.
Yeah, it's not just driving on the road to Autosport. It's we need to get the longevity side of it, and really to do that, you need to be on the road constantly in the car. I take it home from work daily, but yeah, the real track side of it is the fun part. It's the bit that everyone likes, but we have to do it. We have to really put it through our paces to make sure that when we take it to market, we're not going to have any problems.
Also, not to talk about your driving style or do you down, but you've got different testers driving that are different levels of drivers, would you say?
100%, yeah. So we've got Adrian Quaife, who's raced in GP2, much better driver than I am, I'm not afraid to admit that. He's part of the company, being the son of Sharon Quaife, the owner, but his level and his skill level, he can pick things up that I can't.
Yeah.
He might highlight stuff to me and then I go, oh yeah, I can see that now. But yeah, to have that level of driver in the car is phenomenal. I'm more of a clubman level racer. He is a professional driver, so it is brilliant to have his thoughts on the gearbox and have him on board, helping with our development.
Absolutely. So you're kind of making sure it's usable and fun to drive for the average, well, we won't say average, advanced driver, clubman, as you say, and he's also showing that it can withstand being thrashed and have the precision that a driver
he's driven at the top level of motorsport.
Yeah.
We're, Quaife as a company, we aspire to be that, but we are more focused to more the clubman / semi-professional market, but he brings that next level where he points out stuff to us that we need to look at and we need to consider, and then we look at it and we go, okay, yep, we're gonna bring that part of it into the sequential. We can do that. Let's go forward and push this product further.
How do you decide? So it's such a big investment to make a gearbox or a diff, a new line of cars, or you pick a car and you go, we could add something to that one. How do you decide which one to do?
A lot of it comes down from customers' demand. So every time someone emails us in or calls us and asks for, do you do a differential for this car, we log it. We have a system where we log every single thing we get asked for, whether we make it, whether it's an obsolete product that we no longer make, we log it. And then a little bit comes down from our own feeling. A lot of the products that we've brought out before have been from feeling. Obviously, we then have to back that up. But the majority of it, so we've just developed the front and rear differentials for the Yaris GR purely on customer demand. We kept on getting asked for it, and so we made the decision to go to Toyota, buy the standard front diffs, buy all the bits that we needed, the flanges and everything, so that we could then design and develop that diff.
Okay. So for a joke, if me and my mates, if we all want to phone up and say we're looking for parts for a Robin Reliant or a Fiat Multipa, you'll start developing it.
We've been asked for much stranger things than that. we do differentials for Citroen 2CVs, believe it or not.
Oh yes.
And we do batches probably once every couple of years.
I love that car.
So there is demand out there for everything. Yeah, there is demand there for everything.
Now here at Autosport on the control stand, we're blessed to be joined by Bagsy's car is Navara R, which is finished.
Yep.
It's finally finished. And opposite over on Funk Motorsport's stand is the GTR.
Yep.
Now you guys have been supporting Bagsy almost from day one, I guess.
We have, yeah. I mean, I think from about 10 years ago when I started at Quaife, we just started sort of dealing with Bagsy when he was at Team Japspeed. And then obviously Bagsy left Team Japspeed and went to Monster.
Yeah.
He called us up one day and went, "Dave, I need a gearbox for my car." And from there, it was a no-brainer. We've always had a good relationship with Bagsy. He's always done us proud. He's tested our products. I'll say that, and tested them to the fullest.
He's been very testing.
Yeah, but he does everything right. He's a nice guy. He comes across well to everyone. He's great to help and to sponsor. And so, yeah, we can't sing his praises enough.
So you're approaching that and thinking he's got the show car over there where he turns up in front of 1,000 spectators at World RX or whatever event and wants to do donuts, but then also as a competitive drifter when he wants to have what he needs, slightly different setups, I guess.
Yeah.
But you're thinking you're able to deal with both.
Yeah, 100%. So we obviously want Bagsy out there winning championships and winning events. He does that. All the other competitors look and go, well, what's he got that I haven't?
Yeah.
He loves the gearbox. He loves the product. He talks to everyone in the paddock. He can say to them, look, go and buy a Quaife gearbox, and he does. We've got, we've made sales through Bagsy, and then we've got, if he goes to a show, the guys there might not need a sequential gearbox for their road going car. However, they may need a differential, and at that point they see Quaife, and we are at the forefront of their mind when it comes to looking for a differential for their car. They know us. It's branding, and the more we can get out there, the better. And Bagsy does a fantastic job of that.
Absolutely. You said you want him winning championships. Well, there's a Quaife product within the reigning champion of the Oman Drift Series, which is where Bagsy is right now. You can see him. It is streaming this weekend. But don't watch that. Or if you do have to watch it in the evenings, because stay with us live.
Stay with Control Media.
Stay with us live from the NEC at Autosport International. Finally, you're not here alone, are you?
No.
You're here with Carl, but he's
camera shy.
He's pushed you in here.
Yeah.
But the CEO is here.
Yes, he is, yep.
And it was interesting. I want to talk about Carl because he's obviously not here.
Yep.
Because one of the cool things, we've been to Quaife a few times. It's such a wonderful company. You've got a lot of staff that have been there for years and years and years.
We have.
What an amazing environment. People love working there. Yep. And he started as a machinist, right?
He did. Yeah, he's a success story from the ground up. He was on the machine. He looked a bit different then, not quite as clean cut as he is now. But yeah, he's a machinist. He's been there, since day one essentially, and in his first major job working at Quaife. So he knows every part of the business. He knows everyone in the business. It was fair play to him. He's worked hard and he's got to where he is now. But he's got that understanding of everyone from the ground up. It's different if you get a CEO come in and they don't know anyone in the company. It generally doesn't work. I can see him now looking at me, so I'm going to stop singing his praises.
If you do want to hear from Carl, you need to go over to Quaife's YouTube channel. There's plenty of clips on there to find out more about the company.
Please do. We are adding more and more daily, or not daily, but weekly, or as much as we can get out.
Yeah.
So please do have a look at there. If there is anything that people would like to see, then please drop us a comment on one of the videos. I do read them, so we'll do our best to try and get out there. With the help of Control Media, obviously.
Of course. Where can we see you in 2023? Where are we going to see you? Goodwood, I guess?
Yeah, we'll be at Goodwood. I will go and walk a lot of the shows this year to see, what's out there, to see what shows we'll look at doing in 2024. But yeah, we'll be at Goodwood, bigger and better than we were last year. We'll have a few cars on the stand there. You never know, you might see one of Bagsy's on the stand.
Oh, exclusive.
Yeah, I've got to talk to him about that, yeah. But yeah, we'll try and get one of his cars on the stand as well. So yeah, we'll will be there. But yeah, if anyone wants to talk to me about any potential projects they've got, then please just drop us a comment or give us a call on the main number.
Get that Robin Reliant with a Quaife gearbox in it.
Yeah, you never know.
Anyway, thank you to Dave for
No,
being
thank you, Matt.
our
Really appreciate
first
it.
guest
Thank you.
here live from Autosport International Show at the NEC. Hit subscribe and ring that bell because we'll be popping on air sporadically throughout the next 4 days. We might bring you something that prompts you to come and actually visit the show on Saturday or Sunday. But thanks for watching. This has been Control Automotive Media, and we'll see you maybe in a few minutes live again with another guest here on the couch in the Control Live Lounge. See you in a bit.